Good morning, YouTube. My name is Vince, and welcome back to my channel, Fern Valley Farmer. On this channel, we are pure country. Hey, I appreciate you watching my videos. We are bottling honey. It's been extracted. Check out my video on extracting the honey. You can see, you just check out the video on extracting the honey. There's some stuff in there, but I'm going to do another video on a few other things here. But today, we're going to bottle honey. You can see right here, I actually started doing some of this. When I spin the honey out, I put it in these 5-gallon pails. It's got the valve on it. You want to use, if you're going to store it for any amount of time, you're going to want to use a food grade bucket. And you can buy these things anywhere. Menards, Walmart, they all sell them. I like, on my buckets, using these screw-on lids. These things are really nice. They just screw on and off really easy. Lid screws off. Screws on, keeps all the dust out, keeps it sealed really nice. You can buy these lids, here again, I'm not getting paid to say this, but Menards, that's my favorite store, which you guys have heard me say in the past. You can buy these lids, they snap right on these buckets, they're beautiful. They lock nice and tight. This bucket's about 3/4 down now, I've been bottling. This bucket right here is still pretty full. So I'm going to show you guys how I bottle. I think next year though, I want to get one of those bottling tanks, that Mandant bottling tank. That looks pretty slick actually. It's got a heater on it so you can heat the honey up. It'll come out a little bit easier. It's got the no drip valve. You pull down, lift up, it stops. These these work just fine. I'll show you here in a second. You just gotta be careful when you're shutting it off. That it comes out really fast and then goes slow and shut it off, and you can kind of figure that out. But anyway, what I got going here is I've got all my different size bottles. And here again, I buy these bottles in bulk. You can buy 1-pound bottles. I've got 12-ounce, 8-ounce, but you know what's coming next, 6-ounce, right? And I even got my little 2-ounce bottles. People like these. These little 2-ounce bears are kind of cute. People like them for gifts. Sometimes I'll give them away as comps. Customers of mine, I'll give them away for like samples or like gifts or whatever. And these work out really nice too. And also, I put the labels on. You can get these labels. The nutrition facts are on the back, and they pretty much are all 0 because honey is as pure as it can get. And I have different size labels. I need my glasses, of course. And here again, here's my labels for my 1-pound bottles. Let's see if I'm close here. My label for my 1-pound bottle. It says 1 pound on it. I order these from Man Lake. You can go online and order them. You can put your own design. They got there's different types of labels with different designs. Kind of pick what you like. And I've got 12-ounce. You got 12-ounce labels. I got 6-ounce labels. I've got 8-ounce labels. Right? Yeah, 8-ounce labels. You can pick your own design, put whatever you want on them. There's limited space, so just kind of decide what you want to put on them. I even got the little labels. These you can't make. You gotta buy them the way they come. For the little bears, you can see it on there. So these come the way they just come one style. That's it. And then for the nutrition facts on the back, they come a standard size for 6-8. For 6-8. Right, yeah, 6-8-ounce come a certain size, and the 12-ounce labels come this size. So it looks pretty nice, actually. It looks more professional. People, when you're trying to sell your honey and people are buying it, you want it to look professional. Why not, right? Also, you buy your lids, and you can see I buy large quantities of them. And you can buy 250 at a time, and they're not that expensive. I think 250 of these lids, I want to say, is like 35, I don't know, 35 bucks, whatever. What's nice about these lids, when you put these, have a little piece of paper in the middle, when you screw this lid on, which I won't do at the moment, when you screw that lid on, that piece of paper comes off and it seals the bottle, and it's totally sealed. I've had people buy my honey for the first time. I've had them buy it for the first time, and they're like, oh my God, look at this is really professional. And it's sealed, so you know it hasn't been opened. So what I'm going to show you how I do here, I've got a few people picking up honey today, so this is like one of my lists here. You have no problem selling honey. Everybody wants it, especially when it's local. People love it, and they buy for allergies because it's so natural. It's all the local pollen. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just do a couple of bottles, and you'll kind of get the idea here. I'm going to do a 1 pound. I got somebody coming later to pick up a 1 pound bottle. So you take the label off. Like I said, you can go to Man Lake. Other companies sell them. I pretty much get all my stuff at Man Lake. Take your label. Let's see, I'm looking at the camera here. So I take your label, kind of center it. There's your front label, and then I will take one of my big labels for the back, one of the nutrition labels. Again, I'm looking up at the camera, sorry. And center it. There you go. There's your label. And I'm going to do a 6 ounce. I'm not going to do all these. You'll kind of get the idea. Actually, I am going to do this one. I'm going to do a 12 ounce, which is, get my glasses on here. 12 ounce is right here. And these bears are nice because they come with the circle in the middle there, and that's where obviously this label goes, which is right here. Just kind of center it. Boom. There's your label. Beautiful, huh? Oh, turn it this way. There you go. And on the back, of course, I'll put my nutrition label. And here again, the back has got the circle on it too. So just take your label and stick it right on. See how easy that is? And I'm going to do the little 12 ounce, the little 2 ounce bottles. These don't come with a spot on the back for the nutrition label. It just comes with the front label only. So, and I'm going to do a 6 ounce. Like I said, I got somebody coming later for this. Here again, center your bear. Right? Okay. I always say one day when I'm rich and famous, I'm going to have my own camera person. I don't got to be looking up at this screen here. So, put that right there. There you go. See? Perfect. And with my nutrition labels, my small ones. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. And you got the smaller nutrition labels. Here again, right on the back. There you go. I had one guy deliver the bottles to. He looked at it. He laughed. He's like, really? I'm like, what? He's like, wow. He was surprised that I had these bottles this nice. He actually laughed. Thought it was funny. I'm like, seriously? I mean, he was kidding, of course, but see how nice that looks? And I'm going to show you here. Here again, I'll be looking. Sorry if I keep looking up at the screen. I'm going to do this. You can see. Okay. And all you do, what's nice about these buckets, as it starts coming down, you might want to tip it forward a little bit. Just loosen your valve. It's just how I do it. And lift up. It's stuck. There it goes. There's your liquid gold pouring right out of that thing. Right out of your container. I like to fill my bottles I like giving people their money's worth. Nothing is more irritating than going to a store and you buy something, or go to a fast food place, I won't mention any names, and you order like a large Coke and it's an inch from the top. Or order coffee, it's an inch from the top. It's like, seriously, you couldn't fill the whole thing up? That's just me. So when I fill these, I like to fill it right past that lid and just shut it off. A little bit more. Let it come out. When I fill my bottles, my people get their money's worth. There it is, shut it off. That's why I'm looking forward to that no drip lever they have. You pull it down, shut it off, boom. So there, now your bottle is full. I like filling it all the way. So, when I put my lid on, then you take your lid, obviously put your lid on. What's nice about this, when you tighten that lid down, I'll watch it now do while the camera's running. When you go to take this off, look, your lid's on. It seals right down. It's sealed. So when people get their honey, they know it's sealed. But my point to filling it all the way, my little rant I just had a few seconds ago, when you look at my bottles, you don't see the top of it. You don't see like a space here. I like to fill mine all the way up. That's just me. Nothing's more annoying than going to buy a cup of coffee, they hand it to you, and it's a half an inch from the top. It's like you couldn't fill it all the way up. Or a large Coke, or whatever it is that far. I don't like that. That's just me. Sorry, I'm done ranting. Okay. So there's my 12 ounce. This actually is going to go for a gift for a dinner that I'm going to. We have a raffle, and I'm going to give this out as a gift. Okay, now my 6 ounce, a little bit smaller bottle. Same thing. There you go. This person I think is coming today. Just let it fill. You don't want to go too fast because it can come out pretty quick. It can kind of come out the sides of that, so you just have to be careful. You'll get the hang of it once you do it a little bit. This lady who's coming to get this today wanted some last year, but by the time she got to me, by the time she got a hold of me, it was too late. It was already gone. So I had her on the list for this year already. Put a little bit more. Fill it. And one thing too, if you get honey on the sides of it, you get the lid. What I do too, sometimes a little honey will get around the outside, but I'll take like a wet rag and wipe it. Actually, I'm going to do that. This rag is clean. Okay, there's a blooper right there. I just dropped it. So, let me go get another one. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I have a few of these rags off to the side there. Just take it, I wipe the sides, make sure. And that rag is a little damp. Screw your lid on. And one thing I like to do too, a lot of times when you're bottling it, if you get a little bit on the sides and you wipe it off the bottom, the jar gets sticky. And this other rag, this isn't the same one, this other rag is a little damp. I just like to wipe the bottles off. Same thing with this one. This one's not sticky at all. Just wipe them off, takes the stickiness away. And that's it. And here again, see when that's filled, you don't see the gap between the bottle. And like the other one, when you take these lids off, see, it's sealed. There you go. Beautiful. All right, let's do. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a 1 pound. And you guys see how this is dripping a little bit? My dog likes to come down here and lick the floor. You want to make sure you crank this thing down tight, or it will drip a little bit. Now the 1 pound, I'm going to fill a little bit more so I can open it up a little bit faster. And you got to be careful when you get down to the bottom, because some of the cappings, no matter how many times you strain it, some of the cappings are still going to float to the top. So when you get down to the very bottom, you got to be careful you don't put cappings in your bottle. And even sometimes when you strain this stuff, I don't care how many times you do it, some of the cappings seem to still find the fine particles work their way through. I'll show you that in a second, actually. And people don't seem to mind it because this is as natural as it gets. You can't get any more natural than this. You fill this up. Almost there. There. And I'm going to tighten. You want to tighten this thing down. If you leave this loose, some of the honey's going to drip out the bottom. I have some white lid. Oh, these were extra ones. Same lid. I forget why I have white ones, but it's the same thing. So, put the lid on it. You believe that? Well, this one's not sticky, so I'm okay. This one, nothing. It's dry as can be. So, I got a few things for my blooper reel. Anyways, there you go. See, you don't see nothing. I like filling them that way. I like giving people their money's worth. And here again, when you pull this off, your paper's stuck right to it. It's sealed. People like that. Put this back on. There. We're sealed, ready to go. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I just forgot. Oh, let me just fill one of these small. I'm going to fill one of these little 2-ounce bears too. Somebody's coming for that later. Actually, yeah, I'll just fill one. These you gotta go really slow with because it doesn't take long to fill it up. Like I said, people give these for gifts. Sometimes I'll use them for weddings, like for a wedding, I'll put them on the table. This one doesn't take long at all to fill. There we go, shut that off. And you gotta be really careful. It's really easy to overflow these. Tighten that down. Right to the top. Put your little cap on. Tighten it. Let it seal. There you go, sealed. Beautiful. Yeah, my rag gets on the floor I don't need because this is dry too, actually. The more you do this, when I first started doing this, these bottles were sticky. I have overflowing and go over the sides, you wipe it off. Nice thing about honey is when you go to clean it, it wipes right off. So anyways, there's my 6-ounce beer. That's ready to be picked up today. Oh, I know what I was going to say. A friend of ours last year, she texted me and she said, is the honey natural? Is it all natural? Is it processed? I'm like, no, this obviously is as natural as it can be. She wanted to know if it was processed. I'm like, well, no. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's what they want. She actually ran into her, I'm not going to touch the thing, see it dripping out? Boy, that is good stuff. I said I ran into her in town, and I said to her, you want honey? And she's like, no, my husband doesn't want it. I'm like, why? Because it wasn't processed in the store. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you serious? Her husband doesn't want the all-natural honey because it wasn't processed. I'm like, really? This is as natural as it gets. 100% pure natural. Nothing added to this. He doesn't want it because he's afraid. He thinks, he wants it from the store where it was processed. I'm like, okay, so now that's like a joke. I'm like, so-and-so doesn't want honey this year because I didn't get it from the store. He wants it. He wants from the store. He don't want it right from the bees. I call this from the bees to the bottle. I mean, you can't get any more. That's like one of my little sayings, from the bee to the bottle. I did a local newspaper came out last year. A friend of mine writes for the paper, and the title of the article was from the bee to the bottle. It was a nice article she did. So anyways, that's my story. You can kind of see over here. You can see all the different bottles I've got sitting over here. These are all orders ready to be picked up. I got a bunch more to do. But what I do too, let me show you this here. Over there, let me zoom that in. You can see, where are we at here? Where's my, you can see, hold on, let me draw you guys around. I got these bottles all marked. You got 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 12 ounce, and 1 ounce. I keep them all in containers. Come back over here. I got them all in containers. It's cheaper to buy this stuff in bulk than buying this individual bottle. Some people use canning jars, which works great. Glass is nice. And you can buy glass bottles too. If you go to Manleg or Dayton, any of those companies, they got so many varieties, but people love the bears. I've had a customer, I just gave her an extra bear. She lost her. She was so upset because they love the little bear. So anyways, that's my story. We're bottling honey. Wanted to show you guys how I do it. Next year, I'm hoping to have that Mandit, that bottling tank. That thing is really slick. It's got it heated outside so you can heat the honey up a little bit, and it'll flow a lot nicer. It's got that valve that just shuts right off, and you won't have any of this. Yeah, dripping right there. My dog will come down later. She'll lick that up. She loves it. So anyways, get yourself some labels. Make it look really nice and fancy. You don't have to. I just like to do it. Looks a little more professional. So you can get your labels in all different sizes, and you're good to go. Any questions, comments, please leave them. This is just how I do it. It works out really nice. I do have this raised up, obviously, so I can get the bottom kind of squat all the way down. I was going to build like a little table that goes underneath, and then you can just set the bottle down and fill it. But when I get that bottling tank next year, that'll sit higher up on it, and it'll just be boom, boom, and you're done. So I got one more 5-gallon pail here to fill. Can you see it in the camera right here? I got this to fill. I'm going to hang on to some of my honey this year. I've been telling people are asking for it. I'm selling it, but I'm not pushing it. It's really easy to get rid of this stuff. So I'm going to save some of it for over the winter. I've had people periodically say, hey, you got any more honey left? And I can sell one here and there. I'm not worried about selling it because I know it'll sell. People love this stuff. And the nice thing about honey is obviously it never goes bad. So keep it stored, you're good to go. So anyways, that's my story. Like I said, any questions, comments, please leave them. Hopefully you liked the video. Consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that button right there. Hit that little up here, right there. Hit that button right there. Hit subscribe. I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate you watching the videos. If you do subscribe, support the channel. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Hit that bell. You get notified every time a video comes out. And like I said, questions, comments, please leave them. And I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.